looking at this. How was that today?
Not catching it.
Pretty good.
It came around the back corner and just ran it up. So I thought I caught a piece of it, but I didn't think I caught enough. Not that one.
But if you got the guard on your weapon, right?
No. I let it drop. I didn't put any power on it. Yeah, I didn't pull. I just let it drop.
It's typical fell on the base side, so lots of
No.
Not a lot of shit.
yeah, well, a bunch of folks I knew claimed those victories. Here.
Right on the belt belt.
But they tend to be for down the
Well, there were a lot of people. But yeah, it was 5 degrees warmer than I would have. I had looked at weather and I was like, then if the breeze at sea, it's going to be cool. It was a little cool.
No. Do what? Yeah.
I mean,
I felt danger and backed out.
2 weeks ago, the weather was good. Last week, the weather was good. We're getting into that.
We're getting into that ball. This?
Not on that one.
Is just
I think I did. No.
Yeah, no, it's like these temperatures and the summer daylight hours.
Once in the afternoon, it cools off nicely. Oh, this is nice.
yeah.
It can stay like this till the
One more.
And what both of these different from technique, but now this is just combining the techniques.
Yeah. Right. I can tell you that more patient.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't remember that
No,
one.
yeah, it's all good. There's a bunch of other stores up here, but I don't. This one is the newest of the least blown out of the bunch, and I don't want you traxing with it, or then it will no longer be there.
Fully understand, sir.
So cute.
Don't beat up this pretty.
I'm not good enough to beat up this pretty shit.
Did you do your makeup?
I did my makeup myself, but she's got all like guided in it. I want something shiny. I have 3 of
You guys look fantastic. Look at your hair plays down.
Hands out, stiff out here. So get that shoulder back to your scalp and stuff.
It's like the first one.
I'm not going to tell you I'm going to keep running.
We'll take it now.
Hey,
I appreciate that. It's not going to be last time I did it was very nice shot. I don't mind too. I just like getting it for safety. I appreciate you. Show me where the opening is. That awesome. That's one shot, man. We're supposed to take that with power. Like, ooh, that could be.
What was that? I didn't hear my knee. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we got to this point. I knew that I could hit it.
Yeah.
So I would either try to shift your dip back if you're using the phone or like that, try to shoot it back a little bit.
Okay.
Get a little bit, because like when you were here, that guy threw it. Okay, so over here, it's just enough for me to take, like, dig in.
Yeah, no, I was fully understand. I said.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good.
Just saw you.
I know. What are you doing?
Fine.
Okay.
What do you do about
I was like, okay, sure now.
Yeah, now we have the temperature. Go back to the daily.
Yeah. It feels like stepping on a
I'm sorry.
bounce.
Dude, I apologize.
I mean, we'll just let you.
And the weather's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go over that.
Where you going? I spent so much time putting it on too, but now I'm like, I'm going into work. So, and I yeah, it's true. And then I've got like most of the scenes were already done.
Hey, no throwing. No throwing rock. Don't throw them, keep them up and
I registered today to go to the Earmark Barony birthday. I'm like, I think I saw online that like you had to register.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're showing up at the door. Yeah, that's cool.
No, I think it was just the impression that was like,
What's that? Yeah, but I
Ho, ho!
Xander! Stop!
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You good?
But since I'm Grant, I went ahead and registered it.
Yeah, the score stuff is convenient, but when it's a walking, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with scores. On Tuesday, so I was like, correct.
The advantage that
Yeah. Which I did not remember my password. I had to leave it there. I don't know.
and then stick your kingdom in your when you say they're like,
Your body out.
you need to bring it to the read my mind.
Did you read my mind? And while I was on there, I was like, I can register for a coordination too. But same thing. I saw on the coordination registration that there's like, you can register for sleeping space on the site. Like, that's kind of cool. I did it because I'm like, I don't understand what this is.
I'm trying to remember.
Which now that it's been there, I'm like, alright.
I've either hotel it going there or I have brought a tent.
No. I think that kid is
The house on site.
The edge is coming off.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna move it out there because that was pretty cool when I went this last weekend.
And you have other sites where it's like it's a whatever PM.
Yeah, I'm just,
Oh, that's nice.
the weather's amazing. I'm just, it's very below.
Okay, in the perfect world, you're part of a group of 12 that will fill up this cabin. party together and say we're in capital.
That's a good idea.
So,
I went to the road meeting, which was fascinating. It's okay. I have not had that much alcohol in one 1 hour meeting.
Oh, Johnny was there. If there was that much alcohol, was there tea?
There was not Long Island iced tea.
Johnny has tea parties with Long Island.
There was margaritas, and then someone tapped
Yeah,
a keg.
somewhere I saw it.
And then
Seats are in the well.
someone came by with like
Or
cocktails.
someone in the bag
and
with
I
some
can't-
plastic tape in
I'm
there.
gonna drive soon for 4 hours. I cannot keep drinking with y'all. I can't hang with you ladies. So
What were the rates?
I would love to. I'm going. I already have a trip. Like, which I'm not sad to go with. I'm going to France.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Or it's kind of like a birthday slash my mom and my sister are flying with my niece and so I'm leaving there. I'm going to do like a ladies autumnal trip to Paris, which I've never been before, so I'm really excited about it. Both my mom and my sister have been several times. Which also means I'm the worst. Of the three of us, I'm the worst French speaker. I'm not good at it. I learned a little bit of Cantonese.
Cantonese?
Yeah. It was mostly to be able to communicate with my family. And most of my words there are.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're not slowed up as far as, like, cardio. I mean, we like tell my mom to get tired.
Sick dog hunting.
Not yet. Like, we need kind of movement. It's
Yeah, I'm just trying to like, all right, at least keep the helmet on. Do some kind of movement.
It's a total language, and so like
Speaking of,
unlike the others are set in tone.
He's a will.
Xander!
And I was very bad there. But one of my husband's cousins.
Yeah, we got problems. We got a little. And then we had last practice be 2 little, and then the other
I'm
day,
not very good at it.
so 2 jigs. And I'm like, okay, this is starting to be a problem.
yeah.
Houston. People tease me all the time. So
You gotta stay in the what you say.
my accent. But I'm going to speak 4 languages, and most of the people that tease me only speak 1. So
I like some beer. All the coffee heads and big guy.
They all sound exactly alike to anybody who does not speak Hebrew. So I can say this phrase, and it's like, okay.
and I speak passive French. Like, I'm going to take myself as if I read it a lot better than I will.
Good job. That'll show.
They don't.
They will give me money.
It's been a long time, and my experience with France is you don't like food, you don't act like the
That's right.
I go the same way when I went to Hong Kong. I was like,
Yeah, we can go practice.
fine. Don't be a jerk. But otherwise, I would absolutely go to Florida way. In fact, at the roast meeting, they were telling me that I would sponsor people in turn.
He's just right down the road, so I was like, oh, I'll give you an excuse to come practice.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, well, you know.
I don't really. It sounded like Big Buffalo.
Sponsoring someone.
Oh, like a ladder. Yeah, I can sponsor.
In order to do it, I would down country.
Here's my letter, and here's the love she gets.
Yeah, so if Mary wants to fight in those terms is looking for a sponsor, I have to do that. I can sponsor one guy, one undeveloped fighter, one and a college fencer. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I don't know if we've met before. I will.
I'm Allie.
How's it going?
Good. We need a sponsor at donation for the
Where are the wings?
Santa break.
I'm from Scareback back in the day. I don't know how to work.
I mean, I don't know the rules, so I'm.
Well, good thing is-
and the roses and bunches.
That was a good turn.
It was lovely to meet your wife.
Right, okay. I'm sorry. I gotta admit.
That's okay. That's great.
That's my dance.
And I think Apple's one of the colors, so I guess I can swap it.
No, you could, I'm sure.
And
Random guy. You
He's all
are.
excited. He just ordered a new crochet. I'm like, good job, bud. You can finally get one. He also has like some rotator cuff issues.
It's probably more important. You got a lot of lemon doors. You really want.
You know what? I don't think I bet you anything. There's probably more armor or someone like if you needed a crochet. So I don't want to be the new like knight that shows up, you know, in his new kingdom and you don't even have a crochet.
Lots of people more armor. God, I have one more.
Hey, I don't fight with the good.
Well, I guess he ordered it, so
There you
we
go.
don't have it.
Duke is a good friend of mine, and another army fighter at Battle in the Bay. Talking about fighters that go out there in gear that doesn't have their skill level, whether it's a real fighter going out there and learning stuff, or someone that whether it ended up, it could be like, oh, you can wear my kit, or
I don't want to hear it.
you know, and
It's never happened.
and how the way they get treated because of what they're wearing or how they look doesn't reflect their actual skill level.
I was a new fighter. I was 19 years old. We had a short shift night in our Barony. And I was fighting in lower armor. And Charles had hurt himself. And he said, oh, your armor, my armor should fit you.
There you go.
And then he sat on the back of his truck, in his chair, with his cooler, and fell out of his truck when I unplugged like a baby heart.
Yep.
Because I'm going, good, good, good. And they're like, oh, what's wrong? You know, I'm like, good, good. God damn it. Look, the brain went down there. I'm like, yeah, I got screwed.
Yeah, the first time I fought, I went out with my dad's shield and my dad's oh, and I got beaten into the ground. And I was like,
Oh, wow, you're not so tough. Oh, wait, it's not you.
Yeah, well, and so the thing was, because that's the training you fight. So I would go into the same chance team with you. Right? That was about all I could do to mimic him. And so I did these nights and dudes like, let's fight. And they would just come and beat brains out.
Like, ow.
It is the best.
How did you die that? You never died that before. Like, no, I never have. You're right.
So, when I thought I might get back into heavy fighting like a year or so ago, I was like, I'm gonna just pull county crap off my home. And it's like, girl, you can do what you want, but your armor's gonna write some checks and you can't cash. I'm like,
Getting into the squat, there's a lot of leg, well, you have sort of fluid and shit back here.
which my dad's trained it.
They're not gonna lose. They try and say,
No, seriously.
it's gonna wear you out.
Also, I just realized I don't really like getting hit back.
I thought heavy, I like heavy random fighters that just like,
Unfortunately, there were a few of those out there. I've been trying to. There's a culture shift that has to happen.
yeah.
It's happening, but it had to happen.
One more time. You know what? I don't need to do this anymore. I'm gonna fight right here.
Light, tippy. Light to the eye.
Those are everywhere. I've dealt with them too on the other side. Oh, you have to be, I'm going to be that guy. It's like,
It's not even necessarily been a calibration problem or anything like that. It's at all. And I'm like, if I wasn't feel this comfortable just coming up and telling me,
Oh, you know what you're doing wrong.
yeah, right. I'm like,
The one caveat, they just get a picture of the shit while we're fighting. However, I do agree that it can be a
See, I always have fun.
What was that?
5'7", some guy.
That's good.
50 walks up and he goes, no, you gotta do this. I'm like,
Say that.
I can't do that. He go knock me off. Look
So
at
in that regard, everything I teach sword fighting is done for you, your size, to her size, to his size, to my size. Because our school fighting is all fighting.
now.
Oh,
Well, I'm originally from
yeah.
so not everyone knows school.
Correct.
So like when I was back here, I was looking for a small space where I was looking for. And people laughed at me. Like why? I'm like because they understand.
Actually, one of the best trainers I ever had was a small lady. He was about 8 high. And it was so funny. There's people playing on the farm. His name is Yeah, I moved here from Texas about a month, or 2 months ago now. But he's an extremely good fighter. And it's really funny because every time you watch him fight, it's like this.
so when I was in the room, they were talking about this sign-up sheet for. Oh, that's right. It was fine. She wasn't the only one. But so we're sitting there, we're having like a conversation about signing up for a vigil because. Okay, and I had some questions like, is that typical? You know, like a queen vigil. A vigil the night before the coronation.
Randall's late?
Yeah, Juliana. Yeah. She.
What's that?
She's working, she's also not gonna, she doesn't play excessive.
Count again the arms. You got to
And doesn't track.
Whoa, man.
So she may not know.
Trying to keep energy and walking around.
Well, yeah, I thought it was a really nice idea. I mean, I would have.
Right, it's usually somebody who heard the story by hunting for family for Well,
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
what
small-
is that?
smaller Will.
I looked at you, she's like,
He's a bigger one.
and there's another
Duct tape was
I'm the smaller one. You're the big one.
moved up here from
I'm down.
Caer. So she's kind of sitting there like, what is savory melted cheese? And I was like, Eleanor just passed. She not brought this out. Not trying to what are
Is this
you
recording all the
doing?
time?
So, and then I had people very drunk rooms like explain this to me.
Did you record slow down?
Oh, okay.
Did you get my his
Some
lights?
of the redacted
Yes.
periods
No, I want to show you what I'm talking about because he just. There you go. For some reason, when y'all get this close,
butter, heavy cream.
it's good to have a tight keep this
We like his
right here.
duct tape was
Even
and
if
it's
the
what
second,
you
a lot of people want to do this and then open up. And this is where I feel like that emblem that you throw, I like to throw that emblem too. I feel very comfortable because it looks like a flash net. The harder, the more it looks like a flash net, the better. So the second we get to this position, I can go like this and just launch my hip at them, and they're gonna go like this every single time. The second you come up, I'm just sweeping. I sweep with this stroke, and just sting it in. That's all it is.
But I'm just very game for it.
Uncle Randall?
Oh, you called me Uncle Randall. Done that before. I was like, I didn't know. Now I'm offended. I was fine before. Now I know. Now I'm.
it started somewhere, I don't know where.
Yeah, I am.
It spread a bit.
Hey, the only thing you can do.
As long as you're not lactose intolerant.
Because I do feel so. In the couple other pieces I've gone on, that which is not been over.
What kind of vision?
They use preferences their way.
You open and you shut him.
She's not Rose yet. She's not allowed to come to this. I think it was usually out up there. Yeah. But we did want to focus on the angel thing. All right, so maybe that's. So we were all talking about, so we have this group we call the blanket fort. It's all like working in the shops here. And so the blanket fort's blowing up on the Visa Vendor. And so
Yeah, it's like the real victory condition is just fighting.
it's like, okay, I'm watching.
Just putting the helmet back on is like the victory condition. Okay.
I'm good at the beginning. It makes my shield. Your shield's nice. How do you know?
These guys, she's not.
It's just one of those.
And I was like, well, I
Oh, there's a corner there. Oh, there's not a corner.
Have you tried using the other one?
she had some family.
No, I haven't.
And you're like,
I don't know what
My shield
And
is
that's
actually
cool.
smaller.
But, like,
Yeah, I think you told me it's
like,
almost
what
like
happened?
not like
I guess we're
It's
gonna find
like
out.
2.5 by 2, something like that. It's the heater. It's the same heater that Barony fights with. It's small, as he calls it, the sports car.
Yeah.
Because you have to invest the
But I'm more,
court, like an official.
I know what the dimensions are, so I know how to use it, you know what I mean? So especially it's one I'm missing the belly thrust because I think I got it. Because it's actually a little bit wider, but shorter.
The crown tournament to choose your
I'll pull a video, I'll show you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Technically, four doesn't say you have to be in your crown tournament.
I could fight.
Although,
Sorry, I'm just-
I literally, this is the first
Yeah,
time I've
This
ever.
weekend was.
Yeah, we started this tournament this weekend and apparently it just
Which,
Well, and of course we had to go about it as
a
deep
little
as
bit. I'm
possible.
like, I get that she had some extenuating
In the first
circumstances,
half.
The optics of
Yeah.
And then
the
that fair was
of
cool.
the appearances being so emotional. Does not look great, but
And you drove back that night, didn't you?
Say absolutely not.
yeah, which is normally a great easy drive.
I mean, it wasn't. It was.
So you can come up from Richmond to that site, you can either go 95 to 85 straight out. Or you can take 360 to Danville and sort of down 15 into North Carolina. And that route is amazing in the afternoon because you're going against the flow of traffic. As long as you don't hit Danville right at 5 o'clock, you're great because that's the only
And here's the other thing, like,
place that
even
you
if
can
you
slow
were to enter the tournament
down. The problem was coming home on Saturday night, like it was all beer and treks and
it's pretty fun.
naked people walking up the highway. Like,
Yeah, I heard about
they
that.
killed us. I mean, it was just like I was in the right left lane, in the right lane, and all of a sudden, all it is hard jerking in my lane, and so I slow down.
I'm excited. Whenever they decide what's going on, instead of like drive up for
Okay,
it.
oh, it's a deer.
Like, I
He's
know
moving,
my
you know, bolted at him.
shakes out.
As soon as he starts moving, I see white legs, jean shorts, and some kind of midriff, and that was all my brain process. So I said, James, did you see that? He goes, yeah, it was somebody in jean shorts. Was it a man, was it a woman? I don't know. But they were probably high as They were walking up 360. In a southbound lane, they were going north and southbound lanes, walking up the left side of the road. And like, I don't know if they stumbled in or like they couldn't see. I didn't know what was going on, but like he barely missed that. I mean, he missed that guy and missed me, and I missed him, and I was like, and then there was a tire blowout in the middle, and 2 cars hit each other there, so I was like, and then we started seeing deer, and I'm like, I don't like, and James's house is down the bottom of Pocahontas State Park, which is where my house is, but like, there's no, because it's a state park, there's no direct road through it, there's just 2 roads all the way around it, so it takes forever. And it's literally, this time of year, it's all deer. So he was telling me, he's like, I know the road is 45 through here. He's like, but I don't just go really fast and 35 is like, you probably see like,
I'm curious to see after
and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, and as soon as I got out on Beach Road, it was like, deer. And I was like, oh, it's absolutely. You know, so I was like, I think I'm going to slow down.
Yeah.
We got a hotel out there.
Yeah.
And then just left Sunday morning.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday morning that route is really, like, it works. Like, now I know, it's like, oh, this time of year especially, like, too many deer.
I used to work for oil fields in West Texas. And if you've ever been out in Texas, I-10 goes all the way through. And there is nothing. It's desert. As soon as you leave,
But it does
like,
feel
it's like 2 miles out of Austin.
structure.
Keep going this way until you run out of gas twice. You're the last person to see till you get there.
Pretty much. And we had, in the work trucks, so I did water transfer. So we had pipes, like lay flat pipe, which is heavy rubber 12-inch hose. But we had like 15 miles of it in a trailer. So I've got a 40,000 pound trailer. We're in an F350 Super Crew that's been, it's got all the metal cab, and I've got the double gas tanks. So it's a super fucking heavy truck. I've also got 5 guys in the truck.
I need to stand like 4 feet.
I was doing 100, 105, because it's 1 a.m. and and a deer just jumped out in the middle of the road. And we had the cattle. Oh yeah, literally, you can't stop at that point. You'll just die. Because you try and turn at that speed, especially with the trailer just. And we had a cattle guard on the front, one of the big heavy ones, and the deer just turned and missed. It was maybe like 40, 50 pounds. It wasn't a big deer, but it was enough that put a serious dent in the cattle guard who's like, the shop, what the hell happened? I don't know, somebody hit a rock.
What kind of deer is it up there?
I think they got some whitetail. I don't know.
She's really big on.
I don't think there's eastern deer. But
Not huge.
Control the virus.
I know when I was out there in the 90s, I started to
And one of those things is that just about with that like dripping.
Still going on.
And so I feel like
it's something as safe as possible.
Yeah, speed limit and that's
something like that. Yeah, it's a state that way because they're like there's nothing.
And he can just fluff those everywhere, and then
The only people who are driving through that driving so there was a whole section in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, so when I got the tennis ball shirt off, he's like, I know.
some of the photos have a 95 file on it. That's the posted one.
Yeah.
The Texas ticketing is within, if you're within 10% of the speed limit, automatic assistance.
And I thought it was going to be
Or like it's
bad. And he just kind of
not automatic, but basically if you're within 10%, you were accelerating to pass, or you can make the argument. So you get people doing 100 cars.
It's hard to get an idea of until you've been out there how big Texas is. And I haven't been all the way across it. It's like really like 3 different states. So like I've only been in the central and south and mid part of the state. So I never got out to the West Texas part at all. Like,
It's full desert. It's what they make the movies out to be.
yeah.
There's nothing, rocks, mesquite straggler. That's why it's funny, everyone looks at me like, you travel 5-6 hours for an event? Like, yeah, like I used to day trip 8-hour events. The last coronation I went to, we have Monsieur has a tournament called King's Champions. And happy to the coronation, so it's basically before they do the steps down, step up courts, they have a tournament. Whoever wins the tournament usually is the King's Champion. So you win a tournament, get a job. Basically unbelt crown is kind of what it's turning into. Which is, I mean, you get nice fight. It's not restricted usually, but most of the nights you guys won't fight in it. So it's a chance to go kind of it's a pecking order tournament, right?
Yeah.
It was 8.5 hours away. I day tripped it. I drove, left at like 4. I left at 1 a.m. I got there at 9. I sped the whole way. Got there at 9. Fought all day. Watched court. Drove home. Got home at like 3 a.m. Sunday.
That's a long drive.
Texas. Well, like I was in Austin, right? And the tournament was out in Lubbock.
That's brave. I didn't even quite day trip it down to Sacred Stone last weekend. I was like, ooh, long drive, 4 hours, get out of here.
I don't think I've ever seen you out of the car. That's why I didn't.
Oh, that's funny.
You.
Yeah.
Because even when you were in the last couple of practices, you always had some couple cars on.
Oh, that's funny, yeah.
I felt really bad. I'm sorry.
Don't even worry about it. It's all good. I'm that person who, so I frequently show up to things a couple of times and like this person.
Now I gotta turn my control for.
Yeah, I wish I could go. I'll get you a letter. But yeah, I wish I could go, but I have a different trip already. So.
Probably just gonna go for that.
Is the event only
I think the event is going on, but the posted tournaments start on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to.
So I'm sure there'll be other stuff throughout the week, but I can in a couple of days with you. October is really hard for me to. Well, actually, October is easy. September is hard for me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Gotta get that numbers in.
Also, I work for 98%. Q3 for regular.
Oh, really?
So it's for the budget.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's their Q1. Right, so their fiscal year. So this is like all hands on deck. You know.
It is also Q3 because I work for bank and I do corporate.
Oh, gosh, you would well aware.
Yeah, but the funny thing is Q3 for us is very, very busy. It's a lot of like, they budgeted for stuff and now they're at the point where they're able to implement a lot of these services, but no one wants to implement.
Well, so what do you want to do?
And so I'm like, this is freaking
No,
Yeah, no, well, I was fine. I was right there and
I
you
used to
was in the
sell.
corner and I did this because I'm like, I can't go anywhere. There's the edge of the world. And he was really like, I tried to go for his leg. At this moment, it got me in the shoulder.
I'm going to the steer dog event on Saturday, but then I don't think we're going anything until coronation.
One of that. I don't even.
About the position.
One that's not terminated.
Well, they were told me there's a couple pickups.
I might. Yeah, I'm just. That's why I said I might not go.
That's why I was so excited. He's like, I like nice pickups because he's not fighting the ground.
I have settled on the decision that I'm also not fighting.
Oh, okay. Even though you got permission.
Well, I haven't. I have been. It's one of those passive
More
rights.
advanced players can talk fast enough there. Most times,
But one, I don't want my introduction to the higher guy that's supposed to be.
Oh, fair enough.
The other one is if the worst happens and I win, I am not in a position.
Yeah.
And again, I said I already don't think I have. I got a pretty decent measure for the upper end of some of the skills of the fighters.
Can you throw a look
Yeah,
into
what do you think?
Other than
Just go slow.
Yeah.
I held well against some of them.
It's good to watch the tournament. I honestly was expecting way bigger ships than I did see.
Most times it's around.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, Caer.
I feel kind of after
Most
I'm
times
going to change.
shield up around here. So as they turn, they hit the third or
And then I saw him on the field just like bouncing.
Yeah.
See how our hip is looking now?
Well, he's living not too far away from there, and he and his wife are having babies.
You can go for the
And so I think he's like, I do want to come out and do stuff. I also have like stuff at home, like, you know,
The pendulum, believe it or not, you have to have really good technique on the pendulum. You want your pendulum
It's one of those. Everyone's like,
you want your pendulum, you want all your shots to
actually, no, I'll tell you what. We can't give them away. I'll watch it.
They don't know what they're throwing.
But
They know that they're going to throw around.
because when I'm done with these kids, they're back to you. This is your problem. You made this. You did it.
They know
I
that.
decided to go to like Crown though. I think it's like the same winery that they're doing. And so I am really excited to go and see.
I'm excited. I want to go. I want to go. I want to participate and maybe help.
Wraps.
Side field marshalling.
Pendulums every now and again, you can get sneaky with it.
I'm just not watching.
Make sure that you hit them fast. A lot of times, I'll control this tip. My elbow is
But also,
going
at the
further this
meeting,
way.
they mentioned that they just started doing the
If you're
road
staying
journey
here-
that they do in the West.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, so it sounds like if they do that, then they're ready to do pickups, right? So,
I bring my own.
I don't know, like, where is yours? You
But
use
those little commander bins, they're very strong.
Sebastian Scholar.
It's not moisture proof.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When I work on my for this kind of thing, it'll be equal.
yeah,
And if everyone gets food,
and you always have opportunities there, you know,
Oh,
like
okay.
an attorney and,
I honestly don't want to be on that. Crown fighting, especially with crown fighting.
That's pretty good.
Two, I'm also not.
Capsizing this completely. So you don't want to hit this. I find it as a
No,
left-handed
okay,
fighter,
actually,
just me looking at you, I'm probably start here. Because that's the only thing I see that's open. Right? That's what you gotta do. So you
yeah,
rotate it up.
really cool, good. I'm excited to
We're at,
see
we're flash out, either one.
You get a lot of good things.
Both of the wraps, as they're turning, you're looking at most
Oh, shucks, thank you. Well, I hang out at those kind of, I've been to one antique event.
I know, but like here, right? Seeing people.
Also, I hang out with them all.
I'm just saying. I didn't know that. How did I do it?
I appreciate it. And I
Right
always
now,
want to
you're-
take you up on that.
you're way up.
But it's not.
So rotate here.
That's enough. I don't
It's kind of like winding up. You see what I'm saying?
But,
I also like to do motives and when you're not.
yeah, I love that. She seems lovely.
She is a fake introvert,
Oh, okay.
which means she's a truly introvert, but she can fake
Blocking.
introvert.
So you're doing
But like,
this.
when she is not people, she is not people.
Everyone kind of has their limit. It sounds like you kind of know this.
If I do this again, and you see
She comes to me with
this is a pump.
I'm pretty extroverted in general, but I think it's social anxiety. So if I'm like, it was a lot for me actually. Like, I was like to be in an event where I don't practice with no one.
You know, it's one thing to be a fighter. I have a built-in. Hi, I want to hit you with a stick.
Right.
You want a stick? Yes, let's be friends. You know? And the other problem is that her main, what she likes to do is exam service. Like she likes good cookies. She likes good cookies. She likes
She's gonna do that, and I think that's great. I've had so much fun going to I went to Drop and Ball for their crown tourney in March, and in Ireland, and that was super fun. And I ended up so one of the cool things about going to events to Drop and Ball is when you register for the event, as part of the registration, they're like, and which areas would you like to help out with? So you kind of have to sign up as part of your registration, which I also liked. And so I volunteered to help out with the kitchen cleanup because I'm like, I don't necessarily want to be responsible for cooking food or whatever, but it's hard for me to mess up scrubbing some dishes. So
We used to have, there was a big.
I don't know how many times I've seen people
I'm
do
sorry,
this, they can't see it coming, and then they want to be
The
here.
grant of award is insurance.
yeah,
Some of the Kraken, I don't know how much it has.
you see it all that.
Okay. So Centurion is important to pool members, and we have a shot bar at donation. You know, everyone donates and big donations. But then we also do there's a couple events where we do the shirtless Centurion dishwasher. And we just wash.
Bring your dishes.
Yeah, literally, we wash all the dishes.
That's
Got a line,
That's nice to do.
Put a little tip jar on. Those are fun. Now, my contributions at events, I usually
I'm standing here like this.
And I'm feeling that none of I can't. I think there's partially order that's a full order, but the rest of them none of them are full orders.
I think all of them are store.
I think all the grant level orders here.
I think I don't know. That's
Is the Kraken for just any or is that for all of them?
Rice. Kraken's just heavy
We're
contact.
here, right? Our hips are so far back.
That's what I thought. Someone
And it is also polling.
All of our grants are polling orders.
I like
People
that.
from out of the kingdom like it, and if you've been here as long as I have, you absolutely do not. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I stopped caring a long time ago. I find,
That's what happens when you like kind of.
yeah, well,
You have
we
yourself.
have a grant basically for everything now. So yeah, the curriculum is just armor fighting.
That's
There's
right.
a grant level for rapier. There's a grant level for archery. There's a grant level for
Yeah, I knew
like
this. I knew you had
arts.
to.
There's obviously arts and science have their own grants.
Yeah, one thing I like about Square is usually it will be a grant and then the Centurion or the Knights. For the Centurion.
Is it pretty typical in Atlanta for if you're a knight and also a member of the Kraken? Do knights often still participate in the polling for the grant level? That's going to be a really big discussion then if you have all the knights plus all the people who are
Oh, wait before I say anything.
Yeah, it's different. There's different orders. Like we have a melee. I guess it's an order now. But we have a melee order that has a tradition that if you get a peerage of any flavor, you sort of age out and you don't participate in that anymore. But so when Lantia was formed as part of the East, and for many years,
Don't worry about doing this.
we didn't have grant level awards. We had AOA level.
as a principality?
Well, as a kingdom. For like the first 20 plus years, our we didn't have grant level awards. We had AOA level awards, but they were polling
That's all
awards.
on the other side.
Because they had
So
been
if
around
someone
since
got a grant of arms, it just be a simple grant of arms.
You get a simple grant, like I got a grant standalone by itself, But grants were really unusual. And then somewhere about 25 years in, 30 years at some point in the kingdom, they decided to create a new level of AOA level awards that didn't require polling orders and move the AOA levels up to the grants, because that was so basically our grants or polling orders, they used to be AOA level awards. So the problem that you have with all those awards is it's a lot easier to get one of those than it is a peerage, and so there are more people who sort of get to that grant level and then they stop, and sometimes it can become a really bitter, terrible place because they're like, well, you know, I don't want, you know, like I had to walk up the hill both ways in the snow, and so it becomes, it's over time, it's like, okay, well I have an AOA level now, a grant level service award, and I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm not Pelican. Well, everyone's got to do as much as I've been doing for 20 plus years before they get the grant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it can scope, and it's a lot better now that things are online and I can avoid that or ignore it, but like the meetings used to be fucking miserable because it was like, especially when they're AOA level awards, it's like, why are we having these academic horrible discussions